What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we just had a massive weekend, guys. We went up about 35 to 40 units so far this weekend, and that is considering Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, Sunday's games, guys, we absolutely dominated Sunday. We are completely back, guys. In 2026 so far, I just updated this graph. We are up 37 to 38 units so far in 2026. We are 12 days in, all right? So already up more than 35 units, and we are 12 days into the year. As you guys will see, we went down a little bit, then we went up, then we went down a little bit, then we went up going into the weekend. Of course, I explained all of this throughout the week. The reason why we are down, right here, for example, is because, well, we had a ton of setups that had not happened yet. So we were waiting for them. Another way you can think about that is we had a lot of potential energy going into the weekend, and man, we just absolutely exploded. You will see here so far this year, guys, a $10 better. Just everyone who put $10 on every single entry that I've sent out so far this year. Again, it's been 12 days, is up close to $400 so far this year. If you're a $25 better, you're up close to $1,000 so far this year. Again, if you bought my 2026 pass and you're a $20 better or a $15 better even, I'm pretty sure, you would have already paid off that 2026 pass. I discounted it down to about $400. So you could have already paid off some of the year. We are 12 days into the year, guys. And again, I'm going to have another pass in today's video. And when I talk about that it being good value, I mean it, because again, guys, what we do here on this channel is we win. It has been very up and down past couple of months, as I have been very transparent about. December was actually one of our first losing months. It was our third losing month ever. 21 out of 24 months have been profitable on this channel. December was very was very up and down, and it was actually an unprofitable month for us. And I try to be extremely transparent through that entire time and talked about the losses, talked about the wins, and I told you guys that when we lose, I'm going to talk about us losing, because guys, I know we win long term, and when we come on here and we win on a big weekend, I'm going to also talk about it and not brag or anything, of course, but just talk about it because, of course, guys, as you know, we win long term, and you guys will see this is 2024, right? So this is 24, and then this is 2025, guys, and pretty much the thing about both of these years is there's ups and downs, of course, guys. I'm never going to be able to tell you guys if we're going to win tomorrow or next week or what's going to happen in the next 10 days, right? I can't forecast the future, but I do know that we do win long term as long as you stick to the set strategy and trust in the process and take my bets over and over and over again. And that is what hundreds of people on the VIP are able to do. And you made a lot of money this weekend, of course, if you did go ahead and do that. So I showed this. This was Saturday. Saturday was also a very good day, but nowhere close to what we just did today on Sunday. This 3 8Xs, of course, and then we had 2 5Xs right here, guys, and then we have a ton of setups going into tomorrow as well. We actually already have a setup for the Pittsburgh on the Pittsburgh side and on the Houston side, okay? And then we also have a setup already for the national championship game for the Indiana and Miami game, okay? So already have a ton of setups for these playoffs, guys, which is nice to see. Of course, I took A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts under. They went ahead and hit together. This is very, very correlated. They pretty much talked about A.J. Brown. I think he threw like a temper tantrum on the sideline, and he only had 25 yards. So when Jalen Hurts only has 160 yards, A.J. Brown's probably not going to contribute much. If A.J. Brown doesn't contribute much, Jalen Hurts is not going to get many yards, and vice versa. Brock Purdy, I took his under pass completions. I took George Kittle under receptions. Unfortunately, George Kittle tore his ACL, which is absolutely horrible. I actually have him on my dynasty fantasy team, so that's really sad to see. One of my favorite players, honestly, and yeah, it sucks. They tore his Achilles, but he did get 1 reception. Brock Purdy only got 18 completions. I'll tell you guys, if George Kittle played this entire game and he didn't get injured, I can almost guarantee that he would have went under anyway, just because they were not throwing the ball very much because they were ahead in that fourth quarter, okay? Then I took Jawan Jennings and Brock Purdy over. This was definitely a little bit lucky here because Jawan Jennings, I believe, only had 1 catch, and it was a super long catch for 45 yards, all right? But doesn't matter how it happens. We have a 45-yard catch for Jawan. We had 45 yards for Brock Purdy. Again, very correlated correlated together. Brock Purdy, without that 45-yard completion, I believe he would have went under even, okay? So because of that 45-yard completion, Jawan obviously goes over and Brock goes over. Same thing with Drake May and Kayshon Boutte. You guys see they both go over tonight, and Kayshon goes and gets 66 yards. Really underrated player. I don't know why they keep taking his line at like 25, or like I saw him at like 26 the other day. I have no idea why his line is so low on this like really great passing offense, and he's like the number 2 receiver. So yeah, if you guys see Boutte throughout the playoffs under 30, I would take him all day. And then we took Ladd McConkey and Justin Herbert under. As I said multiple times in yesterday's video, guys, I did expect this game to be a lower scoring game. I predicted it to be 10-17. It was 3-16. Okay, so it was actually lower scoring than I even thought. Also, just real quick, guys, this entry right here, for example, is the most like to the bone what exactly we do here on the VIP and why we win so much, guys. You'll see I take these guys under together. You'll see this guy got 50 yards, so he hit about 50% of his line, and then this guy got 15 yards, which is about 50% of his line, give or take, right? 50 to 60% of their line, give or take, and these guys go over together, of course. So again, a very correlated duo right here. This was actually Montana State, so this was way earlier in the week, guys. This was like Monday of this week, and we actually took this super early in the week, went ahead and cashed it all the way on Sunday. So we had to wait like 6 days for this. So we took this on Monday. I'm happy for you because we finally got paid out on Sunday. And again, a week is nothing, guys, in the betting world. We'll wait, however long it takes to get our money, of course. Crush Prize Picks this weekend. Crush Prize Picks as well on the free picks too. You will see here are the free picks that I gave out on Saturday and on Sunday morning, and we actually went 9-4. Okay, 9-4, which is very good. I'm always happy when we're gonna get over 60 to 65% of our bets hit. We almost swept the board here, honestly. Hunter Henry needed one more reception. Saquon Barkley gets back-to-back receptions with like 2 minutes left, and this was actually one of my favorite plays, like I said. But very happy about this, guys. Pretty much every single other entry right here was a walk in the park. We had Caleb. We had, I'm not going to go over all of them, okay? Brock Purdy, I'm honestly kind of glad he went under just because I did have his under on a play. And then Trevor Lawrence was very close to actually going under 6, okay? And 5.5, and he almost had 5 rush attempts there. He had a couple more QB sneaks than I thought he would have. But yeah, beautiful call here on Hampton and Justin Herbert, and actually on Jalen Hurts too on his pass touchdowns. Okay, guys. Again, I said that this game was going to be a kind of defensive battle, and that is what ended up happening. Okay, guys. So as I said, we are up very, very much so on the year, and I do want to open up to you guys a chance to get back into my playoff pass, guys. I've told you guys that we are up so much, and we are you would have already paid off this playoff pass if you did buy it when I offered it last week. Last week, I did tell you guys to use code 2026, and that would have took, I believe it was like 70% off is with code 2026. That brought it down to $64. Now, guys, if you use code MAY, it's going to bring it down even more. So it's going to bring it down to $40 to get my entire playoff season right here, guys. So you're going to get the rest of the NFL playoffs. You're going to get all of the college football championship games. And then, of course, you're going to get the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl, I normally have about 10 plays out for, guys. Last year on the Super Bowl, we went up 50 units alone in one day. That is, I know that sounds way too good to be true. On one game, we went up 50 units. You can go find a video from last February. I actually talked about it. Yeah, it was an insane day. It was our best day ever because I went really, really hard into the Super Bowl, and I felt like I knew exactly what was going to happen because I was following the Eagles all year, and we made pretty much just every single call was absolutely perfect on the Super Bowl. So we did very well in the Super Bowl, guys. Again, I don't know if I'm going to call it again this year. I don't even know who's playing, of course, yet, but use code MAY right here, and you guys will get a massive discount on this playoff pass, and this is as good as I can do, guys. You're getting this for $40. You're going to get all of my plays for the playoffs, and of course, this is a really, really great chance to actually try out the VIP and see if you like it or not. Okay, guys. So first pick of the day is going to be Houston Texans money line on ONYX odds. This is going to be the play of the day. As you guys saw here, we did actually take the 49ers spread. This went ahead and hit for us today because they won the game, of course. And then we actually took the Panthers spread on Saturday's game, and Panthers almost won, but they did come within 10.5 points, of course, and we did go ahead and hit that on ONYX. I also took Patriots money line on the VIP, and that also went ahead and hit for us, but that was a VIP only play right there. And yeah, so this is going to be the play of the day for tomorrow. Texans money line, guys. It's just Texans to win. This is going to be on ONYX odds, guys. If you sign up for ONYX odds, you'll get 1 free month of the VIP. There's another huge thing today is that ONYX odds is doing $200. Spend 10, get 200 free dollars. I mean, do I even have to say anything else? You're getting a free $200 to sign up with ONYX odds. That is like serious money to actually be offering their customers. I have no idea how ONYX does this. They told me that it's going to be a limited time offer, so I have no idea what that means. I don't know whether this is going to end in the next couple of hours. I don't know whether this is going to end tomorrow. I would guess what's going to happen is after the playoff game tomorrow, after wild card weekend is officially over, they're going to go ahead and do away with this. So I would say you guys have 24 hours to get a free $200 with ONYX odds. So obviously capitalize on that, guys. If you have not signed up for ONYX yet, you literally are going to get $200 in free picks. All you have to do is spend $10. It's nothing. Spend $10, and what that means is you're just betting $10, right? It's not like the $10 is going down the drain. You're purchasing $10 on the app. You're putting $10 on a play, so of course that play could hit, that play could miss. So it's not like that $10 is completely vanished out of thin air. And then on top of that, you're getting $200. Okay, $200 on ONYX odds. I honestly have to say, I applaud ONYX odds for doing what they do, because there's a ton of apps out there that are way too scared to do a massive promo like this and get a lot of people, excited about an app and excited about betting, because yeah, this is an insane promo that they are doing here. Okay, guys. So again, I want to reiterate, guys, this is the play of the day on ONYX. Go ahead and sign up for ONYX. Get that play. If you don't have this play yet, this is what they normally offer, which is $100. You can get $200 free on ONYX odds. Text me. If you don't have ONYX yet, I expect you to text me. It's my number. I'll respond to you within 5 to 10 minutes, and we can start cashing every single week going into whenever, right? We're going to keep cashing, of course, guys. So last thing before I get into prize picks plays, guys, Nico Collins signed jersey giveaway. You guys know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. If we could get this video to 50 likes, that would mean a massive amount to me, of course. We just cashed a ton on the free picks. We just cashed a ton on the VIP. So super excited about the beginning of this year. It's been a great beginning of 2026, and super optimistic going into the rest of the year. And again, our mark for the year is I'm going to try to get up between 400 to 500 units this year, guys. In 2024, we actually went up 600 units. So if we could go ahead and match that, I mean, that would be insane to do, okay? But let's try to shoot for the stars, of course. This is going to be the play of the day on prize picks, guys. We're going to take Aaron Rodgers over, and we're going to take DK Metcalf over in this Pittsburgh and Houston game, and then we're going to follow it up with CJ Stroud, and we're going to take him under pass attempts. Now, this is extremely correlated together, obviously, right? But there is actually a little bit of correlation in the 3-man, and all three of these guys combined, there's a bit of correlation together, and I'll kind of explain why, right? So as you guys know, when a team is winning the game, okay, so when you have a team winning the game, they start passing a lot less in that game. When a team is losing the game, they're going to end up passing a lot more in that game. Why? Because when you're winning a game, you want to just run the ball out. You want to run the clock out. When you're losing a game, you want to try to pass the ball over and over and over again, right? So if you guys watch the Chargers and Patriots game, and you could say this about pretty much any game that you watched this weekend, the Chargers in that 2-minute drill they had, if you did watch the game, they were down by 13 points or something. So there was really no way they could get back in that game. But all they did, every single down was pass. They literally did not run the ball once. Maybe Justin Herbert ran the ball one time, just scrambling, but they did not run the ball once. And Herbert racked up a lot of passing yards in that fourth quarter because all they did was pass the ball. Now, the Patriots, they ran the ball a ton, and any team that's up in the fourth quarter is going to run the ball a ton to try to run the clock out, okay? So we have the Steelers. If they end up losing this game, which again, Vegas thinks they'll lose the game, I think they'll lose the game. You have Aaron Rodgers to go over pass yards with DK Metcalf, so it's extremely correlated together, right? The more Aaron Rodgers throws the ball, the more DK Metcalf is likely to catch the ball, and you have CJ Stroud going under pass attempts, okay? So if the Texans end up winning this game and and they're winning this game going into the fourth quarter, you're going to see a lot more passes from the Steelers and a lot more yards from them, and then you're going to see a lot less passes and a lot less pass attempts from CJ Stroud and the Texans, and you're going to actually see a lot more rush attempts from the Texans too. So if you want to take Woody Marks over rush attempts, that would be kind of in this same thinking, of course, right? And this is kind of how we got to put together slips. So if you're still putting together Prize Pick slips in 2026 with just 3 random players, guys, it makes no sense, okay? You got to start betting like this for 90+% of the time what you're doing, unless you're taking different promos on different apps. So this is going to be the play of the day. Hopefully I didn't over-explain that to where it got too complicated. At the end of the day, guys, this is extremely correlated together, and you also have a little bit of correlation here. Of course, if the Texans are winning, they're going to throw the ball a lot less. So a couple of things to say to round up this video, guys. You can sign up for ONYX Odds and get a free $200. You can sign up for Sleeper, get a free $20 entry, and get 2 months free of the VIP. Rebet is something I'm going to start pushing again because there's just so many states that Rebet is available in. So if you do not have Rebet yet, you can text me Rebet. I'm telling you guys right now, I probably have an app that you do not have. I probably have an app you can sign up for, get 1 to 2 free months of the VIP. If you want to go ahead and lock in a playoff pass where you just no nonsense, get all of my plays up until the Super Bowl, guys, use code MAY. That'll be 80+% off of that there. That'll be the first link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, an amazing day, pretty much a 40 unit weekend. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.